Whether you're looking to add some extra cash on top of your existing expertise, or maybe you're a business owner who wants another stream of income, I'm going to talk about 3 digital products that are winning big right now in the market so that you can capitalize on it too. And the thing is I'm not going to talk about digital products that are just robust and overwhelming for you to do. These are digital products that you can get done within 48 hours. They're not going to take that much time, and you can market them between $10 to $40. So we're talking about low ticket item digital products. So the first one is, and I'm going to share my screen right here. The first one is templates and digital assets. And what those are, and many of you guys have heard a lot about these. Let me just write this down and go over here. Perfect. So the first one is, there we go. There we go. They are templates and digital assets. So what these are actually PDF guides, maybe Google Sheets templates, maybe Canva templates. They're all ebooks, for example, workbooks, they're email campaign templates, for example. It's kind of endless, but what they are documents that will help whoever you are selling to help their everyday life and also help them get a solution to their problem. So what's an example of this? And what we really want, to be honest, when it comes to these is it has to be so good and with the price that I'm like immediately like, yes, I definitely want this bundle. And the reason why I'm saying it's a bundle is I kind of think we're kind of getting away from the age where it's just one template. Not that you can't do that. You can still do that. But if you really want to make a lot of money when it comes to these digital assets, we want it in a bundle. So it's kind of a whole package from start to finish of a problem that somebody has that they want a solution for when it comes to a document type template format. So it needs to be a bundle. It needs to solve a big problem. And then the title of it needs to just be so bold and eye-catching, okay? So no generic titles. We see this all the time, like change your life today, how to become empowered. Nope, we're not talking about that. We're talking about something so specific. So let's say you're a self-improvement coach. It would be like how to get away from people pleasing when it comes to the workplace. And I'm going to give you an ebook, a workbook. I'm going to give you maybe some types of spreadsheets. I'm going to give you affirmations. That's kind of what I'm going at with this. It's like it's a very specific problem. Big thing that you can do with this is you can go on and I'll show you this in a little bit, but you can search books on Amazon, for example, read the reviews in the comments, see what people are saying about what they do and don't like about the book and what you can maybe add to that market, right? And then think about also Reddit. You can go on Reddit, go on chat forums and be like, what are people complaining about? What can I solve for them? Another thing is YouTube videos, go into the comments and or social media. So go to some of your top niches, influencers and professionals and read some of the comments. What are people needing help with right now? And that's what you want to create this digital asset bundle for. And so let's kind of dive deeper. Let's say that you are a gardener and you're going to create a bundle for people to do some homesteading and gardening in the backyard. What this can look like is a 12-month calendar of what you can and can't garden throughout the year, maybe a template on what vegetables and fruits can go where and what next to each other. A lot of people don't know that or how to garden. Like how can you garden in sections so that they don't overlap each other? How to harvest these fruits and vegetables. That's another thing. What about also pesticides or even naturally? How do you get bugs and whatnot? How do you make sure that rabbits don't come and eat in your garden? What does that look like? You can also have like a toolkit. Here are all the things you need in the garden on Amazon that you can buy, or Home Depot or Lowe's. And it's all right there and it's packaged together for individuals in this bundle so that they can just buy the bundle and they can get gardening with these different tools. That's what I'm talking about. It's a start to finish solving my problem. And if we want to go deeper when it comes to the gardening, we would say we'd pick a region, because not every region is the same when it comes to gardening. I'm in Minnesota right now. I lived in California. They are not the same when it comes to gardening year round, right? So maybe I would be niche space, and that would also allow you to sell this product more, because you can say that this is gardening in the Midwest. This is gardening on the West Coast. You see the difference with that? But again, we want it to be a bundle that when I see it immediately, it's like, yes, I want that. So another thing when it comes, especially with digital assets and templates, is we need your mock-up. So good. Okay. We need your mock-up very good. So that means all of your products are put together. So let me kind of show you what that kind of looks like if I just kind of Google right now, mockups. Let's Google mockups, templates, let's say. Great. So what we're looking for is, see these, where it's a whole product. Ooh, this one's really nice. So you have a whole display of different products right here and of what your bundle is. So it looks like someone's getting a lot, and they are getting a lot. So you're going to have to do the work with this. The digital marketing or digital product business is not saturated. It's going to keep going. But what is kind of getting fatigued is like the generic basic templates, the ones that people are selling all the time with the same phrases or whatnot. We do have a thing called like private label rights and master resale rights that are going around clock. That's not what I'm suggesting here. I'm suggesting you make it for yourself, and that it's very put together well with your expertise. That is the key. That is the point. And so with that, we need a really good mock-up so that we can put it on your website, and it's immediately like, I want to buy this because it's so much. And I'm glad I'm showing you some examples, because not all of these are great examples, to be honest. But like this one right here, this middle one, you see how you have all these sheets, you have it on the computer, because people are going to look at your digital product on the computer, on their phone, on their tablets, and you have more sheets. You can even add on to this, but the point is that they're getting a whole bundle's worth of information when it comes to the digital product. And again, look on Reddit, look on YouTube comments, see what people are struggling for, and then create that type of digital product when it comes to your expertise or business, or maybe even your hobby. A lot of people are not thinking about this. Use your hobby as digital assets, and or maybe something they're passionate about. You know, maybe you're really good at events. What do people come to you about and are like, hey, Stacy, I just can't believe it's so easy for you to do this. I'm going to go back to this. Awesome. It's so easy for you to host a baby shower event and everything looks really beautiful. Or maybe it's like, oh gosh, you just seem to work out every day for 20 minutes and I just really like how toned you are. How do you do it? Those are those things. So what do people say to you repeatedly that you can create in a digital asset? But again, we need it bundled. We need to solve a big problem. We need a really good title, and we need a mock-up that just looks like I'm getting a good deal. So with that, again, it goes with prices. And that's why I'm saying you need to price these between $10 to $40. I mean, especially in the beginning, you can do a sale and you can also upsell these later. Like you don't have to launch these at $97 or whatnot. You can launch these at $15, $27, and then you can go up in price later when you get some traction. Okay, so that is the first digital product. Highly suggest doing well. The second digital product, and I love these, is a video series. Okay, so the second is a video series. And many people overcomplicate this. The thing is if you're a coach or an expert in services, you are trading your time for dollars. So the more clients I get, the more customers I see, the more time I put in, that's where I'm making my money. And I love that because you're in the community, you're meeting people, and people really enjoy working with you. What I'm saying is, how can we change your mind with how the world is going to actually then now capitalize on your expertise in the digital realm? How can we use your expertise to then create a video series that anybody in the world at any time can opt into? And the thing is that what many people don't understand is People want to work with you, but maybe they don't have the time. Maybe they're struggling with the problem at 3 a.m. in the morning and they're like, I really need to fix something about my life. And obviously I'm not going to contact this person until tomorrow or next week. But if you have a video series, they can opt into it right now and get a problem solved or a solution problem and feel better about themselves. That's what we're thinking about. Not only this is such a good lead magnet. So for people who want to work with you, they would buy into your video series, and it's a low ticket offer for them to get to know you. How do you coach? How do you teach? What is your expertise? What is your philosophy? And then they're like, oh, I think I want to work at them, and you can upsell them into higher tickets. So what is very important with video series is that, honestly, again, we need to price it between $10 to $40. Okay. Again, we need a title that stands out, and we want to solve just one problem. I know you guys are experts in your field and you're like, I solve so many problems, and you do. But the thing is, when it comes to digital products, we're solving one problem or we're getting one result. That's another shift in thinking. We're getting one result for the person. You might be doing X, Y, Z, A, B, C, but we want to help that person get a result or find a solution for one specific part of your job, not the whole entire thing. I was going to say enchilada or burrito. I guess I'm hungry. Not the whole entire enchilada, because we just need a fraction of that so that they can have, because another thing with this is 2 to 5 videos and only 15 to 20 minutes each. You can even do 10 minutes, but 15 to 20 minutes each. And that is what this video series is for. It's A, B, C, D, E. This is how you solve and you get this result with this particular expertise. So if we go back to like the gardening niche, the video series would be like exactly how do you section off fruits and vegetables next to each other and make sure that pests or animals don't get into your garden. And that's all you're teaching in the Midwest region or in the West Coast region. That's all you are focused on with this video series. You're not doing all of the other expertise. This is like and it's an expert approach, but it's very beginner friendly. That's again, beginner friendly. A lot of people, that's the thing, is when you talk about video series, they're thinking, oh my gosh, the $10,000 program or the 9 modules. And you know what we're finding out actually is that people don't actually go through all of that video content. It's very rare. Most likely people are going to just hire you and not necessarily go through all 9 modules. I'm not saying that that's valuable, but I'm saying what you can do is you can slice and dice some of that expertise into smaller, low ticket items so that people just can get what they want. So here's an example. I'm a marketing director, and I can do website, email, checkout process, social media marketing, advertising. Now, if I gave you that all in one video course, that's really what it is, or video series, that is so overwhelming. Instead of me just doing a small bit of a video series on a particular solving an issue, like let's say it's how to be natural on camera, and do your video reels in under an hour a week, that is really valuable. And let's say I niche it down even for coaches, for service businesses, for digital product sellers. That allows it to be valuable, and price it at $27, price it at $35, $39. And someone would opt into that more because that's what they're stressed out about right now. So therefore it's like, great, I can get the solution. When we're talking about the whole scope of your expertise, it overwhelms you. And people then will spend months and maybe not even get a video series or course done because they are overcomplicating it. And so, yeah, we are not looking for that with video series. I'm looking for punchy 2 to 5 videos. These are just my notes, each about 10 to 20 minutes, and you just get through it. So another example, like let's say you're a wellness coach and you want to create a video series on glowing skin naturally. Your series might cover your approach, foundations of skincare, and then 5 different ways in your routine, in your morning and PM routine, of how you can take care of your skin, plus products that you suggest that person buy, and make sure they're affiliate links or products that you own. Okay. We'll talk about that in another video. But make sure that they are attached to something where you would make commission if you're talking about products, okay? But again, see, very clear, very concise, very same rules as digital assets, but we're talking about a video series. Now, how can you film these? Don't overcomplicate it. You can film it on your smartphone. I'm doing a video that's published this week about doing reels, easy reels. The same format counts. I'll put it in the show notes, but the same format counts. Good lighting, good video quality, get a mic, look okay, look like yourself. I'm not saying you have to look perfect. You're not a news anchor or an actor, commercial actor, or a musician. You don't have to go that route. But, make sure you feel good about yourself when you're on camera, because when you feel confident, you hear this all the time with leadership. When you feel confident, you exclude confidence, and it's easy to get the job done a lot quicker, right? Right. Okay. So the next digital product is, and a lot of people are not talking about this one, and it's actually becoming a big one. It's an audio series. Oh, I forgot to mention with the video series, let me just quick run this through with you. There are platforms that you can have to host your video series. You can do YouTube or Vimeo, where it has your video series. You upload it and you just put it on your landing page, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when someone checks out, it just goes to that URL, and then make sure that they get a link to that URL in their email after they pay for it. That's what I would suggest. It costs you barely any money. I think Vimeo is like $100 a year, and then YouTube's free. Okay. The difference between YouTube and Vimeo is that YouTube, I might get lost in somebody else's content. I don't want that for you guys. So I would suggest going with the other one so that someone just stays with your content. Another thing you can do, here are some of the, let me just put this over. Oh, not right here. So here's Member Vault. I love Member Vault. Very, very good interface, and it actually is priced really good for you, where it can be $0 to $29 a month, okay? You can start there. That's kind of what I suggest with people. That's what I use, and it's very nice platforms. Other people use Teachable. I've used Teachable before too. Very fun interface, very easy, very straightforward. And then Kajabi, I'm sure you guys have heard about Kajabi a lot from people. The reason why people do Kajabi is because it's like an all-in-one tool. You get your email and whatnot. I think the pricing is just a lot higher. Yep, pricing's a lot higher. I don't know what Teachable's pricing is. Let me see. Oh, come on. Is like $99 a month. Well, it's not working as fast, but yeah, I'll put these in the show notes. Those are if you want to create multiple video series. You also don't have to do that. You can do the framework that I told you, where it's like, let me go back. Here's the framework. Okay. You have your checkout page, and then you have a landing page. And then you have your videos on the landing page. And then you use YouTube or you use Vimeo for that on the landing page. And then just make sure that you email that person that landing page URL in case that they don't get to all your videos right then and there, because that would be like a problem and you wouldn't want that to happen. Okay, so we're going to move on now to audio. Audio series. Now, if you are not very happy about showing your face on camera and you know you need to do something and you're like, crap, what can I do? I'm struggling with just even short form content on Instagram Reels and TikTok and Facebook. So what can I do? Then we're going to do audio. And the reason why we can do audio is you can literally be in your pajamas, you can get done working out, and you can audio a mini audio series for your brand easily, because you don't have to show your face. You don't have to have all these fancy equipment. You really just need a mic that attaches onto your phone. And again, I suggest a Rode mic. That's what I do with my podcast and my audio. I don't have an audio series, but I have a podcast. And the Rode mic has an actual app that I literally just hit the record button and it's connected to my phone. It sounds so nice and I just love it. And then I edit it into iMovie and there you go. And it literally takes me, I would say from top to bottom, like a 45-minute process, under an hour process to get one podcast episode done a week. And what the thing is you create your script and there you have it. So what are some things, let's go through it. With the audio series, what are some things that we are looking into? And the reason, again, why people love audio series is you can listen to into the car. You can do it while you're working out, you with chores or walking the dog. If you notice, when you're walking around all the time, people are listening to audio, and it's a lot more versatile than me having to sit and watch the person go through steps because they are doing a tutorial on YouTube, for example, or a video on Instagram with audio. I can just plug in and hit play and get to know more information about you. And this is one of the fastest growing digital products that we have right now. So, again, we need to think of what can we give somebody with the audio series that they need right now. We need the good title. We need to describe exactly what the person is going to receive by opting into this. And we need to niche down when it comes to this. I do have a podcast all about niching down. It's not as complicated as you think. It's a lie about how complicated it is. I don't like when they talk about, hey, maybe you need to niche down. And marketers say this all the time. It makes business owners and people who are already doing really great in their business or their brand or their content, makes them feel like they don't know what they're talking about when you do know what you're talking about. So I'm going to put that podcast episode in the show notes because you'll be surprised how I describe it. And I even bring in Harry Potter into it because it's just like so much easier than you think. And I'm just really excited and really annoyed with people just always talking about niching down. Okay. It's not that complicated. And so here's how we can do that. So first things first, let me talk to you about what platform is really easy. And then I'm going to give you some inside advice of how to actually niche down for this to the point where you're like, okay, I can easily do this. This is so easy. And it actually would work for your video series and your digital assets as well. And so here there's a platform called Hello Audio. And it's an all-in-one platform for you to, let me move this over. Great. It's an all-in-one platform for you to literally sell your audio series on. And this is what I'd suggest. You would turn your course or your coaching or whatever into a podcast, into a mini audio series. And the neat thing about this platform is that it allows you to upload the episodes, publish the episodes, create your own little website for the episodes, and it has a checkout page. So I'm going to put this in the show notes. This is what I suggest. I don't even think it's that expensive. Yeah, so starters $14 a month, $17 a month. And then if you're going to do additional ones, then obviously it goes up in price. But again, you get your upload for your episodes, you get your landing page / website, and you get your checkout experience so you can get paid. And that's really what we're all about here. So Hello Audio is this platform. Highly recommend you giving it a look. I'll put it in the show notes. And then how do we come up with ideas for this? So this is a trick that us marketers just love. And the trick is going onto Amazon or going to Barnes & Noble and you actually figuring out and seeing what people say when it comes to, first of all, seeing what's on the market, and then also going into the comment section, just like what I was talking about with Reddit and YouTube, and what are people complaining about, not complaining about, what needs to be improved. So let's say you are a self-improvement coach for women, a life coach or something like that, maybe a psychologist. You're going to type in self-improvement books for women, and you're going to go through that here. And you're going to see what has been selling. What is the top? What is this about? See, some things that come into mind: discipline. We have the let them theory. So, maybe not people pleasing. We brought that up. Not being perfectionism. the subtle art of not giving up. Okay. You know, ask affirmations. That one's winning pretty good right now too. 101 essays that will change the way you think. Now, and what you're going to do then is you're going to mastering your emotions. Great. So you're going to go in here and you're going to click on reviews, and you're going to go through the good reviews, and you're going to go through the not so good reviews. So how you can do that is you just click these different stars. So you can go to 2 and start reading these comments. What did this book, even though this book was great, what did this book not deliver to this person that they wish that had more information about? And that is where you can find a pain point or a result that you can deliver to niche down and create some of these digital products with. So it's a lot easier than you think. And we can get so overcomplicated with it. It's just what I don't want is for you to create a generic type of digital product and you're just like self-improvement for women, and then you realize it doesn't sell because it's not solving a particular issue. So remember what I was talking about, the gardening. I'm going to teach you how to garden easily, simply in the Midwest region in your backyard, with natural pesticides, without animals getting in, with all of your fruits and vegetables being harvested at the right time in the right place in the box. And then I'm also going to give you the tools of how to do that. And let's say I'm going to give you all the tools for under $150. Wow. Okay. So and then I'm going to charge this digital product for like $27. Now I am opting into that. So again, let's kind of talk. Exactly. We need to make sure that your title is very, very good. We need to make sure your mock-up is good and you're actually going to deliver something that people are excited about when it comes to your expertise. That is what we're looking for. And once you do that, you are able to sell this digital product across social media platforms and promote your brand, and people are excited about it. It's that wow factor, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that somebody created this, and I know you can do it. Use this information and get on it. Again, it doesn't have to take time. You can do it within 48 hours. You can do it within a week. Write it all down. And again, these are the money makers right now. Also, if you are in business, these are the money makers for you to add an additional stream of income where you don't have to do that much work and it's on autopilot. You're not trading time for money anymore. What you're doing is you're finding leads and customers at all hours across all the world that is going to love your expertise and want to do business with you.